Auberge de Castille. Situated in the Castile Place, this was the place of the knights of the Spanish and Portuguese language and was constructed on the design of Guillermo Cassar. Today, the Auberge is the seat of the Prime Minister of Malta and is the most beautiful and impressive palace from the time of the knights. It was originally built in Renaissance style, but it was established in 1744 during the magistracy of Grandmaster Pinto with a new Baroque facade, as the knights demanded more status and prestige.
From here you can enjoy a magnificent view of the Grand Harbour and the Cottonera, together with the numerous monuments and marble tablets which testify the checkered history of Malta. Originally, those were the private gardens of the Italian knights and formed part of the fortifications. Consequently, they used to be known as Il Belvedere d'Italia.
St. John's Co-Cathedral and Museum stands in St. John's Square, one of the rare open spaces in Valletta. The square is dominated by the austere, impressive facade of the Co-Cathedral. This was the Order's conventual church, and in 1916 it was given the status of Co-Cathedral by Pope Pius VII. It was built between 1573 and 1577 by Guillermo Cassar, and it is considered his masterpiece. It was dedicated to Saint John the Baptist, who was the patron saint of the order. Unlike the exterior, the interior is sumptuous, with colored marble tombstones, frescoes and numerous treasure-filled chapels belonging to different languages. Attached to the cathedral itself, the St. John's Museum is particularly noted for its unique collection of precious Flemish tapestries, which are displayed from July through May of every year. The museum also honors the remaining treasures which were not looted by the French. There is also a magnificent collection of sacred vestments and sacred works of art. Because St. John's holds so many treasures, we suggest that you refer to a specialized publication if you wish to know more.
Erected between 1570 and 1580, this is another Girolamo Cassars-inspired palace, its origins going back to the beginning of the order in Malta. A grand and beautiful building, it is today the seat of the President and Parliament of the Republic of Malta. Nevertheless, you can still visit important parts of the palace, such as the armory, which features the armor of Adolf of Wignacourt, weighing over 110 pounds, and the fabulous armor of Jean-Jacques de Verdelin. The armor gives a concentrated view of the technical achievements and developments of the weapons up to the 18th century. Besides the armor, the Grand Master's Palace is a treasure trove of sights for the determined sightseers. If you would like to know more, we suggest you obtain a chat. Now we are entering the palace armory. In here there are armories of ancient knights. There's also ancient of army weapons. Switch out. Dur.
In front of me I have a plan of Valletta. Here we are situated in the lower Baracca Gardens. From here we can see the Grand Harbor. What almost taraw?
Itfi. Ejja u law.
Tidu taraw il-Grand Harbor?
Ejja u.
Ejja u.
Rekorda?
Ejja, bas minn
Fejn ma arrivan?
Wara.
Stanna jirrekordja, jakka.
The Hospital of the Order, Conference Center. The Sacra Infermeria of 1574 was the new, enlarged and better equipped hospital of the Order after the original hospital in Birgo, built 1532, was abandoned. The long, severe facade in the Mediterranean street overlooks the Grand Harbor. The architect is unknown, but may have been Cassar or one of his pupils. Traditionally, the heads of the French langue was responsible for the hospital. There were 6 wards, the largest of which measured 161 meters in length. Each patient had his own bed, which was most unusual at that time. It was also a truly progressive and democratic institution, caring for everyone, from orphans, the poor and slaves, to pilgrims. The knights took turns in caring for the patients, as this was part of their vow. There was also a library and faculties for anatomy, surgery and pharmacy on the premises. In 1798, the French looted most of the gold and silverware which was used in catering for the patients. Today, the building houses of the Mediterranean Conference Center, one of the most attractive popular conference centers in Europe. Here you can also see an excellent audiovisual presentation on the history of
Close to the Hospital of the Order, at the utmost extremity of the peninsula, is the famous fort of St. Elmo, which featured so strongly in the defense of Malta by the knights against the marauding Turks. On the esplanade in the front of the fort are the St. Elmo granaries, storage pits with stone lids. There are similar pits in Floriana. In a former drill hall, just inside the fort, is a permanent exhibition of releases of the Second World War and the Malta War Museum.
Italy declared war on Britain at midnight of the 10th June 1940. At 6:55 on the following morning, 10 Italian bombers attacked Malta. From that moment, Malta found herself in the front line. One of the first bombs fell on the fort, killing 6 gunners of HQ BTY 1st Royal Malta Artillery. The Italian Air Force continued to attack Malta, and in January 1941 was joined by the Luftwaffe. The island was subjected to 3,340 alerts totaling 2,357 hours. 1 in every 200 of the civilian population was killed through enemy action, while 1 in 70 was injured. 16,000 tons of the bombs were dropped over Malta, destroying or damaging 35,000 buildings. These are all stored in San Tirmo.
No, blessing. Hey, hello.
Eja, bil-qedem miju, eja. Da kollox ma
Yes, Kevo Bay.
Spoġġaw ħażin bad-domi.
Is-soltu, dwaq ġifieri.
Ekket jgħedda.
Jekk kien hawn kbira. Ġibgħu taħt.
Of this project, involved the next day the Stania of Bologna. Next day.
Senna! Nick, con l'ombrella da fuori!
These are the star-pointed bastions of Fort St. Elmo, which were built by Gilormo Cassar. Mullem. It lies on the southeast coast of Valletta, and it was used to protect Malta from enemy attacks. Le notti non finiscono.
Ejja nifoka l-ispett u t-sotta. Ejja ħamil noffa.
Ej, joħroġ mal-ħin.
Here we are in the conference center.
Jamasiel.
Konferenza internazjonali. Nattu l-kelma li sur Chris Monopolju. Għawek aħna nitkellmu fuq l-istruttura ta' Malta. Fuq il-binja
Għawek bdejna, għaw il-toilet.